Only a 58-26 win over Pirates this afternoon as we get through to the Championship Cup final. What a hell of a performance that was. Must be so pleased with that.
Yeah, basically got the job done. 58 points. Can't complain about that. Our attack was some of the best attack I think we've played. Made it hard for ourselves. You know, conceding 3 tries really early on. Gave ourselves a long old run back, but you know that was a really good response. You know, boys didn't drop their head. We regrouped under the sticks, and I think we put 50 points on them after they scored those 3 tries.
Yeah, when you look back at the game, we were 21-5 up, down. Sorry, after about 10-15 minutes, it looked like it was a long way back. But I think we've kind of mentioned it. I think after that, it was 53-5 or something like that. Just an unbelievable response from the players. Yeah,
well, we just keep speaking about motion onto the ball and getting ourselves over the gain line. We've got to do the basics right. That's what puts us on the front foot in attack. And I felt like those one-on-one attacks with the opposition were getting us on the front foot, and it just makes it so much easier, especially for the outside backs when we're playing out the back and getting around them. All that momentum from the forwards puts us on the front foot.
We're playing such expansive rugby this afternoon. Just offloads were sticking. Players are playing with such confidence at the moment, aren't they?
I felt like I was back in pre-season. I'm blowing. The boys were just offloading, just like it was good. There was end-to-end stuff, and I think it just kind of came together today in attack. Boys were reading each other's body language. When it was on to offload, when it wasn't, and just everything seemed to stick. But we've still got to put in that 80-minute performance if we're going to win this cup. And I felt like today was 60 minute, and we'll take the win definitely. It was brilliant, 58 points, but still a bit to do.
Yeah, half time it was 27-21, still pretty tight, but our kind of start to the second half just pretty much blew them away. It seemed fantastic to just keep that momentum going after the break, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, they had someone in the bin, so the chat at half time is this is the chance to put them away. We let them come back into this game. It's going to be so much harder for us. Whereas in this next 6 minutes, while they're down to 14 men, if we apply that pressure, we're going to keep them off. So the boys, just blew out their tanks. We've got great subs on the bench, so we just give it everything and managed to put them away early doors.
That defence as well in the second half, we obviously stuck to it, only conceded 5 odd points, but the Pirates went through phase after phase on our line, and we were just holding them off. It just looked like we were really enjoying it out there.
Yeah, no, that's what Pirates are good at. You've got to have patience with them. Otherwise, you start to rack up the penalties. Boys get frustrated, start to fly out. But we managed to stick to our guns, stick to the processes, stick to what Glenn's been saying all week, and Wardy, and it showed in the end.
That's man of the match for you as well. Fantastic performance. Yeah, we mentioned it in the preview, but you look like you're really loving your rugby at the moment.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just trying to bring what I can to the team. I'm trying to have my input. Carry hard and offload. That's kind of what my game's based around, and putting some big shots in the D. And felt like today I had a good opportunity to do that. But credit to everyone else. I think we had a hell of a performance from all the boys.
Yeah, cup final as well to look forward to now. Obviously against London Irish in early May. What a fantastic prospect that is. They did. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Irish back to back last game of the season in the final. That'll be a hell of an end to the season if we manage to put them away there. That's going to be the hardest test of this cup so far. I think we need to play against the best to be the best, and I think everyone's going to relish this opportunity.
Kind of mentioned it about the confidence at the moment. Hartbury next weekend. I guess when we're playing like this, we just want to keep rolling, don't we?
Yeah, no, definitely. But Hartbury are a good side. We watched them the other night on TV against Richmond, and they've got some excellent individuals. And when it comes together for them, they're a good team. So we've got to make sure we turn up next Saturday. Otherwise, it's nowhere near a walkover. They might be near the bottom of the table, but anyone can beat anyone in this league.
Well, a 58-26 win today to book our place in the Championship Cup final. We must be enormously proud after that.
Yeah, we didn't start the best, did we? But I thought we came back into it really well, and we knew they were going to come out firing. I just don't think we applied ourselves in the right way, but you have to give them credit. They're a dangerous side, and even to be fair, with 5-6 minutes to go, you're still thinking we just need to play territory, don't give them any opportunities, because they're a good side and they'll come back at you with every opportunity.
Yeah, despite that first 20 minutes, I think we were 21-5 down. We seemed to romp our way through to the final after that. It was just kind of complete dominance after that pretty shaky start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I just felt we started winning at those 50-50s. We started asserting ourselves on the game with some of our ball carries, some of our support play again from Jordan Burns was very good, and we just created some good opportunities. But on the flip side, we started stopping them, whereas early doors we allowed them to dictate the play to us. But no, it's a good win.
Yeah, it was still very tight at half time. I think there were 6 points in it, but we seemed to cruise through that second half. That must have really pleased you, the way we kind of kept our foot on the gas.
Yeah, look, it's one of those. If I'm honest, I can't really even think too much at the moment. I'm absolutely delighted we we went through there enormously proud of the guys. I thought they played some fantastic rugby today, and at the end of the day, semi-finals are about winning it, and we've got a place in the final now against London Irish, I believe, and so our last 2 games of the season will be twice against them, so it's something very much for the boys to look forward to and something they deserve.
I think that's 6 wins in a row, playing some fantastic rugby at the moment, aren't we? Must be really pleased with the way we're just week on week going through at the moment.
Yeah, again, as with every club, we've got a lot of injuries at the moment, so the guys going out there are applying themselves. We didn't train much in the week, maybe that showed a little bit at the start, but after that, as I say, I thought the boys came back into it, and week to week at the moment, I think they can be enormously proud of themselves, and that comes a lot from the leadership group. They're leading themselves very well. It's not us dictating or anything like that. They are leading themselves.
Very clinical in attack today. I think it was 9 tries. Took most of our chances when they arrived. Obviously, you do a lot of work with the attack. That must have been very pleasing to see the way we kept going and scoring all those tries towards the end.
Yeah, I think we've got a nice balance to our game at the moment. We've sort of gone full circle this year, from the start of scoring loads of tries but conceding loads, to then having to sort out our defence. Glenn's doing a really good job there and working with some of the defence leaders as well, but maybe not having our attack firing. And in recent weeks, we're just starting to grow into that nicely.
How good was it to have Sam Dickinson back as well today?
Yeah, it's nice to see him return. Drew was on the bench as well, so these are big guys that are needed in big games, and they offer a huge amount of composure as well. Sam's leadership's been something that I think, full credit to Rayn, because we haven't noticed Sam being away, but hopefully now for the back end of the season, having both those guys on the pitch will really add something to us.
Jordan Burns 4 tries but still didn't get the man of the match. I think Harry Sloan picked up that award. Some great performances out there today, weren't there? Yeah,
to be fair, I thought Harry's some of his carrying was spot on, some of his defensive work was absolutely outstanding, to be fair. Jordan, I've never coached someone like Jordan that can just, with the sniff of an opportunity, take those chances. And to be fair, we weren't creating too many for him at the start of the year, but he's now in recent weeks, he's really coming into his own, and he's getting better and better each week.
We talk a lot about kind of progress with this club. How important is it to get through to a second cup final? It shows an awful lot of progress, doesn't it? Yeah,
we speak a lot about every game we go into, we want to win. That there's no targeting just the league or targeting just the cup. We want to win every game, and we like being, it's great for our supporters, it's great for players. How often do you get a chance to win something in rugby these days at this level? So I know for the guys that were involved last year in the cup run, it was extremely special, and it'll be no different this year. These are the days that you remember. We've now got something at the start of May to look forward to with that cup final, and we can just crack on for the rest of the year.
How exciting are the next few months? Obviously second in the league, still pushing hard in that, and then clearly a cup final to come as well.
Yeah, we've got to rely on Irish slipping up a little bit, but we've got them penultimate game, or last league game of the season. Our job is to keep pushing week in, week out to put the pressure on them, and if they do slip up, we've got to be in a position to take that.
You mentioned week in, week out. Hartbury head here next weekend. They're somewhat rejuvenated, so another big one next Saturday.
I'm not even sure they're rejuvenated. I just think they're a good side. Unfortunately for them, they've picked up some bad injuries at bad times of the year. They've got a few guys in on loan. They're an extremely dangerous side. They're well coached. Again, we've got a short turnaround. They'd have had the week off, so for us it's a huge challenge. We won't train much in the week. We'll make sure we get our detail and pay them the respects that they deserve, because if we don't, we'll get turned over.
Rayn, a fantastic result this afternoon in the Championship Cup semi-final. As captain of this side, you must be enormously proud after that.
Yeah, Pirates are tough, no matter where you play them, at home or away. It's almost tougher at home because, you know, on their pitch they also get bogged down, and the game's a little bit slower. Today, it's one of the fastest, longest games I think I've played in my life, and they didn't stop battling till minute 80. I mean, the scoreline, I don't feel like it did reflect the full game. I thought they were tough for the whole 80 minutes, but we were just quite clinical when we had the ball. And you know, early on we didn't have the best of starts. I think we gave them 3 tries of the trot, and it was 19-5 before we knew it. But nobody panicked. Everyone was calm. Everyone stuck to their guns, and yeah, we did really well to get that result.
Yeah, what happened at that start? Obviously, it was. I think we were 16 odd points down after 15 minutes, but the way we came back was enormous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great comeback from the boys. But just their first try, I remember DJ going down. I think he had a stinger or something, and then one of our players getting confused between, you know, whether was he on the line or was he not, and then they just played a small pop and went through that hole. Second try, I think we just missed a vital tackle and they were over. And then again for the third try, we were just trying to play out our 22. We were a bit frantic at the beginning, but we stuck to our guns, as I said, stuck to our systems, and we got the result in the end.
Yeah, you mentioned about being clinical. I mean, I think we scored around 10 tries, but it just seemed like we scored pretty much with every opportunity we made, which must have been massively pleasing.
Yeah, it's a complete contrast to the beginning of the season. season, you know, we thought we were playing all the rugby in the early stages of the season, and we weren't getting all the rewards for it. But it's nice to see that we've learned that lesson, and now when we do get opportunities, we put them away most of the times. And we speak about it a lot during the week. You know, as forwards, especially if we get a maul in their 22, you don't know how many more you're going to get, and it's vital to take those opportunities, especially against a very good Pirates side.
Playing some great rugby at the moment, aren't we? In probably the best form we've been in all year. It's must be really enjoying it out there at the moment.
Yeah, we're lucky with the weather. We were lucky last week at the minute. We had dry weather, which is a blessing, and we're making full use of it. I mean, we've got a fast pitch over here, and we like to play a good running rugby, which we probably didn't at the beginning of the year because we were just trying to build our foundations. But you know, our defence is there, our set piece is there, and we can really build from that good platform that we've built.
How pleased were you with the fact that we kept going in that second half as well? It would have obviously been relatively kind of forgivable if we would have leaked a couple of late tries, but we kept going, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we speak about culture a lot, and that's what we're trying to build. I mean, we don't want to give them points easily, which again, at the beginning of the season, we probably did in that first game we played them over here, and you know, we're probably still not happy with 26 points conceded, but 3 of those tries were completely on us, and you know, we want to make teams earn their points that they score against us, and they didn't earn those 3 tries at the beginning. So
Pirates obviously one of the top sides in the division. For a scoreboard like this in a game of this magnitude, it's a hell of a statement from us, isn't it?
Yes, I still think they're a very, very good side. I mean, they work incredibly hard. Their heads weren't down at all in that game, and they looked at the scoreboard and were 50 points up, and they still kept coming around the corner and still kept smashing us in D. And I mean, the scoreline shows one thing, but that was one of the most physical games I think we've been in this year.
How much can we look forward to the cup final now as well? Obviously against London Irish, it'll be a hell of an occasion, won't it?
Yes, I mean, we're still trying to chase them in the league.
Yeah.
We've slipped up a few times and they haven't. We're just hoping for a few more slip-ups from them. But if not, then we can catch them in the final and we lay down a statement for the season, and we'll consider that a huge success.
Just finally as well, you moved back to the back road today. Sam Dickinson coming back in, club captain, enormous, wasn't he?
Yeah, massive. He brings a lot of calm. His lungs were struggling a bit today, but he's still managing to communicate out there, still managing to keep the boys in a calm space where we could have easily got frantic, could have easily panicked a little bit. But I mean, he's hugely experienced, and he just settles the group, I think, when he's out there.
Well, mate.